Hello, this is RV Vagabond Jerry, and I want to talk about warranty repairs on new motorhomes, or probably any kind of RV. I have spent the first 6 to 7 months since I took delivery of my motorhome and getting warranty repairs fixed. And I think I finally got them all fixed. I had 24 warranty repair issues that needed to be fixed. And from what I have heard from other owners, that's not unusual. That's probably about average. Although it has seemed like a lot to me. Because in my life, let's say the last 50 years, I have purchased several brand new automobiles, a few brand new motorcycles, and 2 brand new homes. One being a condo and one being a manufactured home. And with all of those vehicles in my 2 homes, I have never once taken any of them back in for warranty repairs. Even the car that I have now, which is 10 years old, nothing has broken down in 10 years of owning this car. Had some tire troubles, of course, but nothing has really actually broken where I needed to go back in and have it fixed, warranty or not. So I'm not accustomed to doing all these warranty repairs. But in the RV industry, warranty repairs is the standard thing for pretty much everybody. I kind of doubt anybody buys a brand new RV and finds that it was just manufactured perfect. Nothing goes wrong. That's the way it should be, it seems to me, but that's not the way it is. Warranty repairs is something every RV owner goes through. And my coach, built by Winnebago, I don't think that it has anything to do with that it's Winnebago. It's just the industry in general. All manufacturers have problems with having to do warranty repairs. I think Winnebago was probably about average. And I have heard from a lot of people with a lot of different makes of motorhomes, and they all have the warranty repair hassles. And I've heard some that were much, much worse than mine. So I'm going to tell you about some of these. And some of the warranty repair issues were minor. In fact, I made note that 11 of my 24 warranty issues were minor. 7 I considered major. And then 6 were because of just a flat design flaw. And some of the minor things is like in the wood trim around the motorhome. I've had several pieces of wood trim just fall off. And it's because they weren't nailed on or screwed on. They were just stapled with like a staple gun. And those staples would stick out 1/8, 1/4 inch at best. And it doesn't take long with driving this coach where all that vibrating just shakes them off. I don't know why they couldn't use nails or even better screws in putting those wood trim pieces on. So I had to have my dealer put them back on, and I suspect they just stapled them back on because I don't see any real nails or screws there. So that's something I'm probably going to be dealing with for the whole life of this coach. And there's other minor things that you probably don't want to hear about. For example, the closet door in the back, moving the closet door, which slides, it doesn't swing open, it just slides left and right. Manipulating those closet doors, they really stick, and I had to have them make sure they were on the rail right so that they would open without having to struggle with them. So there's a lot of minor issues. A lot of those things I could have fixed myself, but I didn't want to. I mean, I was taking the coach in for other things anyway, so I said, here's a list, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things we want to work on today. And then I had some major issues too. The big one being the slide out on one side. Some of the teeth on the slide out broke off. The slides have this long rail with teeth on it, and on the other side it has just a few teeth where the teeth work together kind of like a zipper. And the teeth on one side broke off, and it caused my slide to not go out. When I tried to put my slide out, it would just hang up. That was a major thing. I thought it would just amount to fixing the teeth, but the dealer said, no, we want to order from the manufacturer a whole new slide mechanism, which is a huge thing. And that was a super annoyance for a long time. It took months. It took about 3 months to really get that fixed. And I had to suffer with not being able to use my slide. Maybe it's more like somewhere between 2 and 3 months. So that was a big thing. And then this one gets me. When I was doing the pre-delivery inspection of my coach, while the guy with the dealer was showing me how everything works inside the coach, we noticed water leaking on the floor in the kitchen. So after we did the inspection, they took the coach into their shop and they fixed whatever was causing that leak. I mean, before the coach even left the dealership, we had already found that one warranty repair issue. And then, when I drove my coach off from the dealership on that day one, within a half a mile, one of my bay doors flies open. And I didn't even notice it. But some guy drove off beside me and was waving at me like crazy, pointing at my side. So I stopped and saw that one of my bay doors was flapping open. Within the first half a mile of driving this thing. So I shut it. I figured, well, I just didn't shut it all the way. So I drove off. It didn't take long before it was flying open again. And again, and again. I kept closing it again and again. And then I figured out that there's something wrong with the latch. So I took it into the Winnebago factory. Told them about it. They fixed the latch. I drove off, and about 100 miles later, that doggone door is flying open again. And it happened a couple more times. So I stopped at a truck stop and I said, hey, I got to fix this. And turns out that the little tongue that comes out, that goes onto the latch, just like any door latch, was not mounted close enough to give a good grip on it. So I got a screwdriver myself and I adjusted that latch so that it sticked out far enough to where it latched correctly. Got that one fixed. It never came open again. But then within the next 3 months, I had 2 more bay doors fly open while I'm driving. So I had to fix those. Since then, none of them have come open. But I did have trouble with 3 different bay doors simply because of the factory being careless in not properly adjusting those door latches. And also, within the first week after I had the coach, I had water leaking from the air conditioner into the middle of the living room. And I took that to Winnebago for them to fix that. So those are some of the big issues that really cause a big problem. And then there's the design issues. There's a hood right in front where you open it to get into the generator and other things are in the front of the hood. And the bar that goes up to hold the hood open while you're looking in it, that bar is mounted onto a big chunk of metal that is glued to the side of the fiberglass. Winnebago couldn't figure out how to mount that piece of metal that holds the bar or the rack or whatever you call it, where you hold the door open. So it doesn't take much driving before the glue comes apart and that thing that holds that bar open just falls off. And I've talked to several other people with my same model of coach, and they have all had a problem with that mount coming off because it had just simply glued on to the fiberglass. Very poor design. And my mirror, my rear view mirror outside, it's got the main mirror and then the concave mirror, which gives you a wider view. I tried to adjust that a little bit left and right because it's a manual adjustment. So I grabbed it to move it and the whole thing fell apart in my hands. Just a poor design of the mirror assembly. And then the shower door. My shower door, it's not a door that swings open, it slides. And it's a 3-piece sliding mechanism. It would easily come out of the track on the bottom that it slides on. And that's another issue that I've heard many people with my same coach have had a problem with. And the door fell into the shower and cracked the side of the shower. So you buy a brand new coach, chances are very likely that you're going to have 15 to 50 warranty issues. And it's pretty much because manufacturers, not only in the RV industry, but many other industries, they have pretty much quit having a quality control department. They use their customers as a quality control department. They just put those things out, whether it's an RV or anything else, they just slap them together, put them out, sell them, and then wait for the customers to complain. And that's how they know what needs to be fixed, instead of checking it over really good before it leaves the factory. Somehow they just figure that's the better way to go. So just want to let you know that if you do buy a new coach, that is going to be your life for the first 6 months or so, maybe a year. The warranty is a year. If you buy a used coach, that's a whole nother story. No telling what kind of problems you're going to have. So, that's about nothing you can do about it. If you want a new coach, you're going to have to go through warranty issues. I can pretty much guarantee it. Good day, folks.